Have you ever wondered if the way you start your day could determine not just how you feel in the moment, but how long you'll feel that way? What if I told you that the first 5 minutes after you wake up could actually be the deciding factor between living to 85 or maybe even 105? It sounds almost too good to be true, but the research doesn't lie. Leading longevity experts have uncovered something truly astonishing. For those over 65, implementing a specific, simple morning routine could add up to 20 extra years to your life. Yes, 20 years. Imagine how much more time you could have to enjoy life, pursue dreams, and stay active with loved ones. But it's not just about living longer. It's about living better. It's about having more energy, a sharper mind, and better health in those bonus years. In this video, I'm going to walk you through a 5-minute morning protocol that could completely transform your future. A protocol so powerful that it's already helping seniors across the world regain their health, vitality, and independence. It's something that, shockingly, 99% of seniors are missing out on. But now, you're going to learn what they've been doing wrong and how to fix it. So, let's ask ourselves, how much are we willing to do to secure not just more years, but more quality years? Because the simple truth is, how you start your morning could be the key to unlocking decades of better health. Are you ready to make that change? Let's dive into the life-changing morning routine that top medical experts believe could add 20 vibrant years to your life. Illustrative story. Harold. Let me introduce you to Harold, a 68-year-old retired engineer from Ohio. Not long ago, Harold was just like many people his age, feeling the weight of time. His health was declining, his energy was slipping away, and every morning felt like a struggle. His joints ached, his heart was showing concerning signs, and his doctor's news was far from reassuring. He found himself wondering if he'd even live long enough to see his grandchildren grow up. It's a thought no one ever wants to face, especially when you're already in the second half of your life. Then, something unexpected happened. Harold's neighbor, a retired physician who had seen his share of medical breakthroughs, shared a simple 5-minute morning routine with him. At first, Harold was skeptical. What could something so small really do? But, feeling like he had nothing to lose, he decided to give it a try. What did he have to lose, right? To his amazement, just weeks into following this routine, Harold started feeling different. His energy was improving, his joints weren't aching as much, and for the first time in years, he was waking up with a sense of hope instead of dread. 6 months later, when he went for a checkup, his doctor was astonished. His blood pressure had normalized, his cholesterol had dropped, and even his heart markers looked healthier. In fact, at 70, his biological markers were now on par with someone in their mid-50s. Harold couldn't believe it. He felt like he'd been given a second chance at life, a chance to live fully again. The morning routine that he thought would be too simple to work had brought him back from the brink, helping him regain his vitality and giving him a future he hadn't dared to dream of. Now, every morning, Harold's first thought isn't about his aching joints or his fears about aging. It's about his energy, his health, and the fact that he's got decades of vibrant life ahead of him, all because he was willing to make a simple change in how he started his day. And if Harold can do it, so can you. The truth is, it doesn't have to take a dramatic overhaul to change your life. Sometimes, it's the smallest changes that have the most profound impact. Harold's story is just one of many, and in the next few moments I'll show you exactly what he did, step by step, to completely transform his health and extend his life. If you're over 65, this could be the start of a new chapter for you too. Breakdown of the morning routine. Now you might be thinking, what exactly did Harold do to turn his health around so dramatically? Well, the good news is, it's not some complicated or hard-to-follow regimen. It's actually incredibly simple. There are 5 key elements that, when combined into a morning routine, work together in perfect harmony to give you a powerful boost for the day ahead. These aren't just feel-good tips. They're scientifically backed and proven to address the most critical aspects of aging. Let's break them down one by one. Element 1, the morning hydration protocol. Imagine waking up after 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Your body is essentially in a state of emergency. You've gone hours without water, and your cells are parched. You're dehydrated, and this dehydration thickens your blood, placing a dangerous amount of strain on your heart. It's a silent killer that most seniors don't even realize they're facing. Now think about the first thing most people reach for in the morning: coffee. What they don't know is that this is exactly the wrong thing to drink. Coffee can actually worsen dehydration and make things worse. Instead, the secret lies in hydration. The first liquid you consume in the morning sets the tone for your entire day. Here's what you need to do. Before your feet even touch the floor, reach for 16 ounces of room temperature water with a quarter of a lemon squeezed into it. This simple action helps to rehydrate your body, kickstart your circulation, and even gives your blood vessels the flexibility they need to get your blood flowing smoothly. Why room temperature water? Cold water causes blood vessels to constrict, while room temperature water helps them open up, improving circulation instantly. And that lemon? It's packed with vital electrolytes and vitamin C, which promote arterial flexibility and help to prevent stroke and heart attack risks. This is more than just a habit. It's a powerful, heart-saving, life-extending strategy. Element 2. The 60-second circulation reset. You've probably heard that blood flow is essential to health, but what happens to your blood when you wake up? When we sleep, blood pools in the lower extremities. If we don't do something about it immediately after waking, it can lead to clots, sluggish circulation, and even cognitive problems. Research from Johns Hopkins University has found that performing a simple 60-second movement routine immediately upon standing can significantly improve your blood flow and dramatically reduce your risk of stroke. What does that look like? It's simple. 1. Stand up with your feet shoulder-width apart. 2. Slowly raise your arms above your head and take a deep breath in. 3. Lower your arms as you exhale. 4. Do 5 backward shoulder rotations, then 5 forward. 5. Finish with 10 gentle heel raises, lifting your heels and coming back down. This quick, gentle routine helps pump blood back into your upper body and brain, ensuring you get the oxygen your body needs to start the day strong. Don't skip this step. It only takes a minute, but it could be the difference between a sluggish morning and a vibrant, energized one. Element 3. The protein timing method. Here's a shocking truth. If you're over 65, your body is silently battling muscle loss every single day, especially in the morning hours. Between 3 a.m. and 8 a.m., your body is in a muscle breakdown phase, and if you don't consume protein within 30 minutes of waking, you're making that loss worse. But here's the game changer. Protein timing is everything. Studies show that eating 25-30 grams of high-quality protein within the first 30 minutes of waking helps preserve muscle mass, increase strength, and even improve your metabolism. And the best part? You don't need a complicated meal plan. A quick protein shake, some egg whites, or a bowl of Greek yogurt with protein powder will do wonders. For seniors, this is not just about staying strong. Muscle mass is directly linked to fall risk, metabolic health, and overall longevity. The sooner you get protein into your system, the better you'll protect your muscles and your future health. Element 4. The 90-second mobility sequence. How many times have you woken up feeling stiff, especially in your joints? It's a common issue, and unfortunately, joint stiffness can lead to chronic pain, decreased mobility, and even dependence as we age. But here's the good news. You don't have to accept that as part of getting older. The Mayo Clinic found that performing a 90-second mobility sequence in the morning can significantly reduce joint pain, improve mobility, and even prevent long-term deterioration. Here's what you need to do. 1. Sit on the edge of your bed and begin by rotating your ankles 10 times in each direction. 2. Next, make gentle circular motions with your knees, 10 times each. 3. Stand up and holding onto something stable if needed, do 5 side bends on each side. 4. Rotate your torso gently 5 times each way. 5. Finish with 10 shoulder rolls backward. This sequence spreads vital synovial fluid throughout your joints, reducing friction and easing stiffness. Just 90 seconds each morning, and you'll be moving more freely and with less pain throughout your day. Element 5. The mental clarity exercise. Now let's talk about your brain, the most precious part of your body. As we age, our brain function naturally declines. But here's something you may not know. The first few minutes after waking are crucial for stimulating brain health. Neurologists at Stanford University's Brain Longevity Center have discovered that doing mental exercises in the morning increases the production of BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, a protein essential for brain cell health. It helps form new neural connections, and with the right exercises, you can maintain cognitive abilities that are 15 to 20 years younger than your actual age. The exercise is simple. Close your eyes and recall the events of the previous day in reverse order. Start with what you had for dinner, then lunch, breakfast, and so on. If that's too easy, increase the challenge by recalling details from 2 days ago or adding more specific information. This mental workout helps forge new pathways in your brain, keeping it sharp and agile. It takes just 60 seconds, but the benefits to your mental clarity and memory will last throughout the day, and potentially for years to come. These 5 elements aren't just small habits, they're scientifically proven life-changing steps that could literally add 2 decades of vibrant, healthy life. Why this routine works, the science behind the transformation. You might be asking yourself, why does this routine work so well? It sounds almost too simple, doesn't it? But here's the thing. Each of these elements addresses a fundamental aspect of aging, and together, they create a synergy that has been proven to dramatically improve health and longevity. Let's dive into the science behind these steps and why they are so powerful. Hydration, rebooting your body. The first thing you do in the morning, hydration, is one of the most critical factors in preventing serious health issues, particularly for older adults. After hours of sleep, your body is severely dehydrated, and dehydration can be extremely dangerous for seniors. Research from the Harvard Longevity Institute has shown that dehydration thickens your blood, putting extra stress on your heart and increasing your risk for clots, strokes, and heart attacks. But it's not just about drinking any liquid. It's about drinking the right liquid, at the right temperature. Room temperature water with lemon rehydrates you quickly, improves circulation, and helps your heart by preventing blood from thickening. This seemingly small change can make a huge difference in how your body handles the day. Circulation, jump-starting your vital organs. The second step, the 60-second circulation reset, is rooted in the science of blood flow. Research from Johns Hopkins University reveals that during sleep, blood tends to pool in the lower parts of your body. When you wake up and remain still, this stagnation can cause clots and reduced oxygen flow to your brain, leaving you more susceptible to a stroke or cognitive decline. However, by performing this quick movement sequence, you encourage blood flow to the brain and other vital organs, significantly reducing the chances of stroke and improving cognitive function. The simple act of moving your body for just 1 minute helps prevent morning blood flow issues and has lasting benefits for your overall health. Protein timing, preserving muscle mass. As we age, muscle loss becomes one of the biggest threats to our health and independence. The National Institute on Aging has shown that seniors who delay their protein intake in the morning experience accelerated muscle breakdown, which is linked to frailty, poor balance, and an increased risk of falls. However, consuming high-quality protein within 30 minutes of waking has been proven to prevent muscle loss, preserve strength, and even boost metabolism. Your muscles are most vulnerable in the early hours after waking, and by giving them the protein they need right away, you essentially turn back the clock on muscle degradation. It's not just about looking strong, it's about maintaining the muscle mass that keeps you independent and active as you grow older. Mobility, lubricating your joints for flexibility. Joints are the hinges that keep us moving, and as we age, the fluid that lubricates them can become thick and sluggish, leading to pain, stiffness, and reduced mobility. The Mayo Clinic has identified a critical time window in the morning where performing targeted mobility exercises can dramatically reduce joint stiffness and prevent long-term damage. By performing a simple 90-second sequence, you help your body distribute synovial fluid throughout your joints, reducing friction and protecting them from the wear and tear that naturally occurs with age. It's a simple, yet powerful way to ensure that you stay mobile and free from chronic pain, keeping you active for years to come. Mental clarity, strengthening your brain. And lastly, There's the brain, arguably the most important organ for your quality of life. As we age, our cognitive abilities tend to decline, but it doesn't have to be this way. Studies from Stanford University's Brain Longevity Center have shown that engaging in mental exercises early in the morning increases the production of BDNF, a protein that helps maintain brain cell health and promotes the formation of new neural pathways. By engaging in simple cognitive exercises like backward recall, you challenge your brain and keep it sharp. Just 60 seconds of mental activity can set the tone for the entire day, improving your memory, focus, and mental clarity. In fact, research suggests that performing these exercises regularly can make your brain function up to 20 years younger. The bottom line: simple habits, big results. These 5 steps, hydration, circulation, protein timing, mobility, and mental clarity, work together to protect your heart, brain, muscles, joints, and overall well-being. What makes this routine so powerful is its ability to target the key areas of aging in a short amount of time. And the results speak for themselves: improved energy, better health markers, and a significant increase in the quality and quantity of life. Harold's transformation isn't an isolated case. There are countless examples of seniors who have made these small adjustments and seen incredible changes. It's a proven, simple, and scientifically backed approach to aging better, not just longer. By implementing these steps, you're not just adding years to your life, you're adding life to your years. The question is, are you ready to start your mornings with intention and purpose? To give yourself the chance to live a vibrant, active life for decades to come? Because the truth is, your future health depends on the choices you make today. And with just 5 minutes each morning, you can set the stage for a brighter, healthier, and longer life. The power of consistency. Why it's not about perfection, but persistence. Now that you know the 5 key elements that can drastically improve your health and longevity, there's one last crucial thing to understand. It's all about consistency. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the idea of changing your routine, but here's the truth. This isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. We all know that life can be unpredictable, and there will be days when you don't feel like following through with your morning routine. Maybe you wake up late, maybe you're not feeling well, or maybe you just want to skip it for one day. But here's the thing. It's the small, consistent actions you take every day that compound over time and lead to extraordinary results. The magic of routine: small habits, big rewards. The beauty of these 5 steps is that they don't require hours of dedication. You don't need to be a gym goer, a master chef, or a meditation guru to benefit from them. They are designed to be simple, sustainable, and quick. 5 minutes to start your day. That's it. Harold's story is a testament to this. When he started, he wasn't looking for a miracle. He just made the decision to try something different, something he had never considered before. And little by little, his health transformed. That's how powerful consistency can be. It doesn't matter if you miss a day or two. It's about the long-term commitment to your health. Think about it. Over time, these small changes accumulate into a major life shift. Mindset shift. Embracing progress, not perfection. It's also important to embrace the fact that you don't have to be perfect. We live in a world that often pushes us to be flawless, but health isn't about perfection, it's about progress. If you have a day where you miss your morning hydration or forget to do the mobility sequence, don't be discouraged. Start again the next day. The key is to shift your mindset from, I have to do everything perfectly, to, I'm doing this for my future self. It's about building habits that align with your long-term goals of health and happiness. Just like putting a small coin in a piggy bank every day, your efforts will pay off over time. Why persistence leads to transformation. The reason why persistence works so well is because of the compound effect. Small, consistent efforts over time can create dramatic changes. Imagine investing just 5 minutes each morning into your health. While it might not seem like much at first, those 5 minutes can lead to improved circulation, stronger muscles, greater mobility, better mental clarity, and a longer, more vibrant life. When you add it all up, it's transformative. Research has consistently shown that the most successful people in any field aren't necessarily the ones with the most talent or the biggest breakthroughs. They're the ones who show up every day, who make the small, sometimes seemingly insignificant, choices that compound into success. This principle applies to your health, too. As Dr. William Hayes, neuroscientist at Stanford University, said, the most significant change comes from small, consistent habits that build over time. The daily practice of these 5 simple steps is your pathway to not just a longer life, but a healthier and more fulfilling one. The real value of starting today. One of the biggest challenges we face in life is the temptation to put things off. We think, I'll start tomorrow, or I'm too busy today. But here's the thing, tomorrow becomes today. The sooner you start, the sooner you'll begin to see and feel the benefits. Just like Harold, who saw his health markers improve dramatically within a matter of months, you can start to notice changes almost immediately. More energy, less pain, clearer thinking. And even if you don't see drastic changes right away, trust that every small step is making a difference. The real value of this routine is in the long-term payoff. It's about creating a foundation that will support you as you age, helping you feel healthier, more active, and more alive well into your 90s and beyond. Conclusion: a new chapter in your health journey. This 5-minute morning routine is not just about making it through your day, it's about thriving. It's about giving yourself the chance to live a life full of energy, independence, and joy. You deserve to feel strong, clear-headed, and vibrant, no matter your age. By committing to these small but powerful steps, you're investing in your future health. And the best part? It's never too late to start. Every day is an opportunity to rewrite your story. Think about what an extra 20 healthy years could mean for you. More time with your loved ones, more adventures, more joy, and more fulfillment. Your future self will thank you for the choices you make today. So, will you make the decision to start tomorrow? Will you dedicate just 5 minutes each morning to protect and nourish your body, your mind, and your soul? The choice is in your hands. Start now and make every morning count. What's at stake? Why this isn't just about living longer, but living better. As we reach the later stages of life, it's easy to fall into the mindset that aging is simply about surviving, not thriving. But the truth is, we don't just want more time, we want better time. We want to be active, sharp, independent, and enjoy the things that matter most. This isn't just about adding more years to your life, it's about adding quality to those years. We've all heard stories of people who've lived into their 90s or beyond, but when you really stop to think about it, how many of those people were truly living in their later years? The goal isn't to simply reach a certain age, it's about thriving as you age. It's about having the energy to play with your grandchildren, the clarity to pursue new passions, and the strength to go on adventures. This morning routine isn't just about preventing decline, it's about creating a life where you can truly enjoy the years you've been given. The dangers of ignoring your health. When we're young, we often take our health for granted. We don't think twice about running, jumping, or staying up late. But as we get older, the impact of neglecting our bodies becomes more pronounced. We start to notice the aches, the pains, the mental fog, and the loss of flexibility. These changes often creep in slowly, so we don't realize how much they're affecting our lives until it's too late. If we don't take action, this slow decline can rob us of our independence, vitality, and freedom. Ignoring your health today means giving up the possibility of living a rich, fulfilling life tomorrow, and that's a reality that far too many seniors face, feeling trapped in their own bodies, dependent on others, and missing out on the moments that truly matter. But it doesn't have to be this way. You don't have to accept decline as inevitable. The small changes you make now, starting with just 5 minutes every morning, can literally change the course of your future. You have the power to fight back against the aging process and live a life full of vitality and joy. Why it's never too late to start. A common misconception is that it's too late to make meaningful changes as we age. That's simply not true. Studies have shown that seniors who adopt healthier habits, no matter their age, can still experience major improvements in their health, mobility, and mental clarity. You are never too old to start feeling better, and you are never too old to create the life you want. In fact, the sooner you start, the better the results. These 5 simple elements, hydration, circulation, protein timing, mobility, and mental clarity, are scientifically proven to make a difference even in the later years of life. Harold, the 68-year-old engineer, had spent years neglecting his health, but by incorporating these habits into his routine, he reversed years of decline in just months. His story proves that it's never too late to change your health and your life. What's holding you back from starting this journey? Maybe you're skeptical, maybe you're worried it won't work, or maybe you're simply unsure where to begin. But the truth is, you've already taken the first step by reading this. The only thing left is to take action. This is your chance to create a future where you're not just existing, but living fully. A future where you wake up every morning feeling energized, focused, and ready to take on whatever comes your way. All it takes is 5 minutes each morning to make a powerful difference in your life. Starting tomorrow, commit to making these 5 simple changes. Don't wait for the perfect moment or the perfect conditions. Start now. Your future self will thank you. So, what's it going to be? Will you continue to wait, or will you start today, taking the first step toward a healthier, more vibrant you? The choice is in your hands.